They're going crazy.
Like ghost city. Yes.
So like complete
Everything closed
lockdown.
Lockdown.
Blessing of J or boy.
Very easy. Good guys.
That's a
So Chester, what's the situation like for you right now?
Yesterday I was quite panicked. Today, after getting money from my cousin and everything, I'm quite chill. Trying to get my way back to Singapore because my parents are worried and my friend's having birthday next April, so I would like to attend his birthday party. So I don't want to stay home 14 days or get stuck in Malaysia for now because I don't want to freak my parents out. If I get stuck here, I think my parents will go crazy. I'm a Malaysian and a Singapore PR, which is a long-term pass holder, something like that, like green card. So if I don't get back to Singapore today, I'll be locked in Malaysia until at least the 31st. And yeah, my parents are there, so my relatives and everything is all in Singapore. So I want to get back to Singapore as soon as possible. Freak out.
My name is Ellen. I'm 27 years old and I'm from Germany. Traveling Malaysia for 1 week now.
Unfortunately. I'm Jess. I'm also from Germany, the same town. So we're hometown friends. I'm 28 years old. I turned 28 in Malaysia.
My name is Fatin and I'm from Singapore.
And what are you doing here on the island?
I'm currently finishing my open water dives 2, 3 and 4. Yeah, so I plan to accomplish that by the end of this week.
My name is Alex and I'm 30 years old and I'm currently working as a scuba diving and free diving instructor at B&J Dive Center, Tioman, Malaysia. And I'm from Sweden.
Saya Anita Nazri, tinggal di ABC Tioman.
Kerja?
Kerja tukang buat pizza.
Tukang buat pizza. Ini bos ni, bukan tukang.
Tukang buat pizza.
Hello, my name is Diki Zulkarnain. Short, people call me Diki for short. I'm 40 years old. Currently working with B&J Dive Center as the dive center manager.
Are you guys aware of the current situation of the restriction ban?
Yes, that's why we leave. I don't really know a lot about Malaysia, just that there is like the shutdown tomorrow, starting tomorrow, right? So, and that was like the reason for us. By the time we heard that, we said, okay, if like all the hotels and all that stuff gonna shut down, there's no reason to stay for us here. Like there's no need, and it doesn't make really sense to stay.
I think it's one of a good way actually to contain the coronavirus from spreading, because even though you're a carrier and you're tested maybe negative, but you probably cough or sneeze, and that might transmit to other people as well. Yeah, so that's dangerous. So the ban is actually a pretty good thing. I think people are overreacting a little bit because it's only until 31st of March. Yeah, so it's only temporary, and then all these measures will be reviewed once again. So if everybody could just like comply and cooperate, I think that they can, or we can manage the coronavirus much better.
I'm not very worried about not being able to get home if I want to. I think the situation will pass, because I think Malaysia is taking strong actions against the coronavirus, which will hopefully stop the spread.
Actually it's good. So at least kita tahu in 2 weeks time kalau kita boleh control, kita boleh control. Kalau daripada tak stop sekarang, akan datang, it's gonna be worse, lagi teruk. It's better now. Better sekarang, stop dulu for 2 weeks. Kalau boleh settle in 2 weeks, okay, kita boleh jalan macam biasa. Tapi kalau kita tak buat sekarang, akan datang lagi banyak yang kena. Macam mana nak handle? Lagi teruk.
The media has blown up COVID out of proportion, and in Malaysia right now it's already in a state of panic. So everybody is is just super worried about this outbreak. I was really shocked. Necessary, yes and no. Well, yes, you can decide to do a lockdown, but maybe what has been done here, like closing the borders like that, and stopping all businesses and stuff like that, is just, I think it's just too much.
How's Germany like right now?
They're going crazy.
Ghost city.
So like complete
Everything closed
lockdown,
Lockdown.
frantic buying stuff.
except supermarkets. They're still open. But
Pharmacies,
everything's closed.
hospitals, they're still open, but like bars, clubs, any kind of sports you want to join, it's all closed. All like festivals or anything, it's just cancelled.
My biggest concern is how long it will last. I would say Singapore, they're taking really good measures to contain it. We don't have to be on lockdown, but I think everybody's more or less much aware of how severe the situation is. I actually had like a friend who he's stationed offshore right now, and he just told me that he has to be offshore up till October because of this. So that's pretty crazy. That's like 7 months from now.
My main source of information is the Swedish State Department, and they have not yet come out with any warnings or advice about that, but they have advised all Swedish citizens to not leave the country, to not to travel anywhere. Sweden does not really believe in these kind of big lockdowns.
Kita letak hand sanitizer dekat luar, hand sanitizer dekat cashier. So dekat sink pun boleh cuci tangan. So everywhere make sure that semua ada rasa selamat.
As a father, I do not want to see my children, get sick as well, or suffer. I think that goes for any parent, even for a son. I am as well a son, so my parents' safety and health are also a concern of mine. So as much as I do not want my kids to be harmed by the viruses, but I also do not want to have any of my other family members, siblings and friends and families and relatives to be infected by these viruses.
Me and Danny here. Danny is taking me around the sidecar. We are just going around the Kampung Air Batang where we are at, to show you guys like how is it like on the island during the restriction ban. As you can see on your left side, stores are still open at the moment. This is a convenience store. They are open, and at the moment we'll be reaching like a few restaurants. Most of the restaurants here are actually still open. Everything is operational as normal. Some of the tourists are actually leaving the island because they are afraid of this restriction ban thing. But the local people, as you can see, are just going by their day as if it's just like a normal day. Tourism is definitely affected here on this island. We are getting a lot of cancellations. People are not coming in. They are afraid to come in. They are postponing their stay here. They are postponing their trip here to the island. So it's gonna be pretty quiet. Well, as me and Danny now, we are seeing, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but
There's a lot of people here.
yeah, it's still quite lively. There's still a lot of people. There's still a lot of people doing snorkeling here on the marine park. Yeah, seems to me like the island, everything is just like in operation as usual. But then again, there's no reported COVID cases here on the island at the moment. So we hope that it stays that way.
Let's come here to forget about what's going on in the world and have a good time. But be safe. Wash your hands.
Yeah, even though we are on an island, we are definitely taking a lot of precautions. But then again, most of us are outdoor here and we are not in an aircon environment. So we get fresh air and awesome view with great sunshine here where the virus do not flourish.
I'm always fascinated by people stocking up on toilet papers. Why do you think they are doing that? It's like, why do you think people are stocking toilet papers instead of food, instead of like essential stuff, right? Why toilet paper?
I don't know. Maybe Germans are so like comfortable, and I don't know, like I don't know.
Well, in France, there is no wine and condoms anymore you can buy. So that's what's sold out there. And the Germans are just crazy about toilet paper. I don't know why. I can't tell.
I suppose everybody here on the island is much, not to say much more healthier, but I guess they're more exposed to better kind of foods, like home cooked foods. Yeah, so probably their immune system is much better. I would say if you're not like alcohol drinker, like a frequent alcohol drinker or a smoker, you'll pretty much, even if you contract it, I think you'll pretty much recover from it. Yeah. And if everybody is aware and recognize the symptoms of the coronavirus, then I think they are responsible enough to go and get checked out.
And I don't really think those numbers are telling us anything, because I mean there are probably hundreds and thousands of infected that are not being tested. I mean it's just that is just a number of tests being provided.
But then still ada orang lagi, foreigner still ada. Yang ada dia tak akan keluar. They stay. Macam ada satu couple, dia ada 2.5 months lagi visa. So they decide to stay.
Stay here for 2.5 months.
Daripada dia pergi keluar and then tak tahu apa jadi, better stay.
The priority is to get everyone or every nation or leaders of the countries to, to sit down and make sure that you get the vaccine for this bacteria, and that's the most important thing now. It has been for a couple of months. Yes, maybe there are people who are working on the vaccine, but maybe more needs to be done. So yeah.
Oh, there's always a verbal way that you can greet someone. Yeah, like good morning. Yeah, that's totally fine. And I've also seen examples whereby you can actually put your hand over your chest or your heart, as a form of respect, and that's how I think a lot of people are improving and adapting to that. Or like us millennials, just send a text. I'm so naughty. I'm sorry.
That's a good one. Send a text.
Just send a text.
Just say hi. Just hi only.
No handshake, no semua.
No handshake. Sorry.
Hi,
No handshake.
Zajila.
Hi only.
Okay.
Jangan kecil hati, jangan ada yang rasa macam kita jauh. But then kita try not to touch.
How would you actually greet someone?
With a fist bump. I like the
Fist
fist bump, yeah.
You prefer the fist bump?
Yes.
So like this.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good one.
It would be best that everybody to stay calm, and most importantly is take care of your health, be vigilant, be concerned about your surrounding, and don't go overboard, don't panic for no reason, and stay calm.
So be careful, have a safe trip back, stay safe, stay healthy, bring some good stuff back.
Okay, I'll get some good stuff back. See you back, maybe try to get back next month. Right?
Is that your ferry?
Yeah, that's our ferry.
All right. Thank you so much for the interview.
No worries.
You guys, safe journey back to your country.
Thank you.
Yeah. And thanks for coming to Malaysia. And
We're gonna
of course,
come back
the
for
island.
sure.
Really?
Yeah.
For your advance, yeah?
Thank you for this.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye guys. Safe travel.